Welcome to Kweenin Living Life. I am your host, Kween, and I am here to help you live your best life by helping you to educate your mind, feed the body, and rejuvenate the soul. So today is me, myself, and food. And if anyone knows me, knows that I love food. I am a foodie by heart. I would marry food if it was a person. So I want to share some of my tasty reviews with you and some of my experience that I've had with some of the restaurants here in the upstate South Carolina. Today we'll be taking a look at Smokin Wings, a food truck called Lobster Dog. So I will be sharing those tasty choices with you today. So I've seen several advertisements for this first restaurant that I'm going to show you today, and it is called Smokin Wings and Things, and it's located in the Greenville, Malden area. And they have everything. They are popular for their wings. They have a wide variety of wings and flavors that I've never heard of in my life, but you will have many choices that you can choose from a dry rub to a wet rub, all things hot, all things sweet, and everything in between. So this location, they serve, of course, their wings. They have seafood. They have also sweets and treats that they have. Their lemonade tea is to die for. They have a lot of things. They have sides, appetizers. They also cater for different events in different locations, also cater for households. So this is a popular location. And when I went there, and every time I go there, this location is always very busy. So that lets you know that they are serving out some good food up at that location. So again, it's located on Butler Road in Malden, Greenville area, South Carolina. One of the things that got me to this place, or when I went to this place, one of the things that stood out to me was that the fact of Chef J. Edward. I think he's the owner of the location, and he has a scripture, 2 Samuel 7:18, which is King David's prayer to God, which says, where King David went in and he sat with God and he said, "Who am I, sovereign God? And what is my family that you have brought me this far?" He was questioning God, like, why have you blessed me? Who am I for you to bless me? So this is the scripture that is on the building of that location, and the scripture that is modeled by this business. So that's one of the things that stood out to me. And I love that because it basically states to me that who is God to bless you with this business, and you are grateful and humble enough for God to bless you with what you have. So I love that about that. And again, we'll talk about this later on in the episode. We'll talk about 2 Samuel 7:18, King David's prayer. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to share with you my review of that location. I ordered some wings because, again, those were the popular things. So I ordered 2 different sets of wings. I ordered a small appetizer as well. So let's go ahead and let me share this with you. So I would like to welcome you guys to Smokin Wings. When I pulled up at this location, it is a nice location. If you see that A on the front, means that it is grade A. Look at those flavors. It is a long list of flavors, so I was so undecided on which flavors that I wanted. But I finally boiled down and got what I thought that I wanted. I started out with some chili cheese wings. Of course, they came with the chili cheese fries and some Dirty Bird. Look at those. They look dirty. And they were so good, so tasty, so awesome. And again, I ate the chili cheese fries with that. And I've never heard of chili cheese wings, but that's something new to me. So here I go, starting out with the chili cheese fries. I haven't had any of those. It's been a while since I've had some. So to taste the chili cheese fries, the cheese was good, melted great. The chili was just as good. It wasn't greasy, wasn't too meaty, wasn't too flavory. It was just right. So I started out with that. And then here goes the taste for the chili cheese wings. Again, something new to me, but I did enjoy it. As you can tell, my first bite, and I just kept going into it. That head nod says it all. You know, we got to be nosy. So while I'm eating, I'm being nosy. And the meat is real tender on those wings, so I'm not sure what they do to them before they actually cook them, but the meat was real tender. The flavor was popping. And while I'm sitting here, the traffic never stopped coming through the door. So you can tell that this is a busy location and a lot of people love their wings. I'll be right back, y'all. I had to go get some more food to eat. I had ordered a little appetizer and I had to go get it. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Another taste of these chili cheese fries. But yeah, this is a busy area, busy location. A lot of people came in and complimented them on their wings, shared some good flavors that they try, and advice. If you're not cleaning the bone, you're not eating your chicken. So yeah, I have to go, and I know y'all have seen me clean at least maybe like 2 bones, maybe leave maybe 1 strand of meat. But if you're not cleaning your bones, then you don't know how to eat chicken. So I kind of went down through those chili cheese fries because they were so tasty and so good. Even the Dirty Bird, y'all saw the seasoning on that. It was packed down, very good. Even though it may have looked like a lot of seasoning, it was not. It was just enough season, just right. And just like what it said, Dirty Bird. The bird was dirty. So I enjoyed, like I said, I hadn't had chili cheese fries in a while, so I definitely enjoyed those. Again, it wasn't too bad, wasn't too greasy, and it went good with my chili cheese fries. There go that eye look again. I get happy when I get food in front of me, especially good food. You can't never turn it down, and it's always good, a good treat. So again, there I go being nosy. I'm listening to a conversation about a lady. She was telling other people about some good flavors that she liked and some flavors that I'm going to try the next time that I go there. So you see that clean bone, y'all? Got to make sure you clean the bone, get all the flavor off it, or you can't waste no chicken. And clean it up just a little bit. And y'all, if I tell you guys that lemonade was to die for, that lemonade was so good. It wasn't too sweet, wasn't too tart. You can tell it was homemade. Oh, yep, there it is. And there was my appetizer, which was fried pickles, and you get all of those fried pickles in one order. And they was good. They had some seasoning to them, flavorful. They give you ranch to go with them, and they were really good, hot, delicious. And you know us, when we eat something hot, you have that lip look. You have to blow a little steam out your mouth just a little bit because you eat it while it's too hot. But they were so good. A lot of people don't make good fried pickles, but I love fried pickles, and they went real good with my chicken and my wings. So I was glad that I ordered them, but I had to try them. Even though they were hot, I'm still eating them and still going through them. Uh-oh. Dropped a little spill, but that's okay. I'll take care of that. All right. All right, so as you see, I enjoyed every bit of what I had. And if you guys are in the upstate South Carolina, again, Smokin Wings and Things is the name of this restaurant. It is on Butler Road, Malden, Greenville area. You have to take a good peek. stop by and get you some of those good wings. You can get something else off the menu, but however, you have to taste some of those good wings that they have. Here are some other items that are on their menu and show you how tasty these items are and look. All right, so if that didn't get your mouth watering, nothing will. So we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. All right, welcome back to Kweenin Living Life. And again, I'm helping you live your best life by helping you to educate your mind, feed the body, and rejuvenate the soul. So thank you for coming and joining me on Me, Myself, and Food. Again, I am a foodie. I love food. I love all kinds of food. There's no food that you can't get me to eat. So again, we shared just a few minutes ago, Smokin Wings and Things. This next one is a truck that I love. I try to find it wherever they are, and it's just that good. I love seafood. So this one is a Lobster Dog truck, and they are based in the Carolinas, North Carolina, South Carolina, and they are also have some new locations. So you have to visit them, lobsterdogfoodtruck.com, see what other locations, because I think there is some locations in Texas as well. So definitely have to give them a try. They sell all kind of lobster dogs, which is pretty much like a hot dog, but you have lobster, shrimp, crab, avocado. Stuffed avocado is another thing that they have, which is very tasty. So you definitely have to catch them where you can catch them at. So I'm going to jump straight in and show you my tasty food review of the Lobster Dog truck. Again, this is a very popular seafood truck that is based in the South Carolinas, North Carolina, and also some more locations. So definitely have to visit with them. But let's jump straight to it. So I was one of the first ones that pulled up at the Lobster Dog. Yeah, I sat there and I waited for them to set up because I was so ready. I want to be one of the first ones in line for this good food. Like I said, I always try to find them wherever they are. If I'm in the neighborhood, I try to find them. Look at that traffic, guys. And the traffic wasn't coming to get Lobster Dog. It was just traffic in the area that I had to fight just to get a Lobster Dog. And there was another food truck over there as well serving ice cream. But it's a high traffic area, so I'm sure that they picked up a lot of business. And this Wine Express basically says that they have different food trucks every week comes, which is a really good thing. So again, Lobster Dog is this one is in South Carolina area. I did let a couple of ladies go before me. One had tried it and the other one was new to it. So I let them go ahead and get their order in front of me so I can make sure that I knew exactly what I wanted. So I had to take my time and order the right thing. So there I go, getting myself prepared and ready. And this is what it looks like. I got the ultimate dog, which had crab, shrimp, and lobster. And guys, this is some soft meat. It is very tender, very soft. And that's the stuffed avocado that I had with lobster. And that is avocado. It looks like it has the corn, the black beans, some seasonings in it, and a special sauce that they have. But that meat, guys, I don't know what they do to it, but it is very tender. And gotta pour that butter on top of it. And that bread, it's kind of like a toasted bun, pretty much is what it is. And it is real good. Like I said, I had to go ahead and top it off with the butter and get ready to dig into it. I needed a bib for this, but I didn't put one on. Look at all that meat just hanging over the bread. It is so delicious, so tender, so sweet, and the butter just adds on to the flavor. I had to stuff it back in, stuff some of the meat back into the bread because it's so much of it just on one. And you really don't need nothing but one. If you eat two, you can probably save one for later and eat one then. Y'all, that face tells it all. It was so good. Soft bread, soft meat, good flavorful meat. You can't beat it. So I definitely enjoyed this. I wish I was there to help me and enjoy it with me. Look at all that. Could barely even handle it myself. Meat falling off. I definitely only needed one. I ate that one and also, oh, there goes another piece. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. See, all the meat's falling off. I just took it and stuffed it back in so I can go ahead and finish it off. After that one, I didn't need another one. I just needed to eat my a little bit of my stuffed avocado with it. Look like I'm losing all my meat, but you see all that meat is meat falling off and still a lot of meat to go. They give you a bag of chips with it, and I had got me some sour cream and onion chips to kind of add on to it. I took a couple of bites, but I didn't want it. I was ready to get back to my lobster dog. So back to it I went. Look at that face. That face tells it all. Like you can't beat it. Getting a little stuffed. So there I'm having my stuffed avocado. And again, it's some type of special sauce that they put on top of it with some black beans and corn. And then when they top it off with that soft lobster, makes it all worth it. It is really good. If you like avocados, this would be something that you like. And again, I don't know exactly what they put on it or as far as the sauce. But you can get that stuffed avocado with lobster. You can get it with shrimp or crab, or you can just get it plain. And they have a couple of more different types of stuffed avocados that you can get. But I normally always get the one and add either lobster or shrimp on top. This is my first time hearing of a stuffed avocado until I tried the lobster dog. So when I first tried them or found them, that was one of the first things that I tried because, again, I've never heard of it before. And every time that I stop for a lobster dog treat, I got to get some stuffed avocado. I couldn't finish it all, but I did finish a little bit of what I could. And it's so good. You want to eat more, but you don't want to stuff yourself too much. Good fresh avocado. You can't beat it. I would say excuse me while I eat, but y'all are here to join me. Again, I am a foodie. I love food. All right, so there you see what I had was the ultimate dog, which basically had crab, shrimp, and lobster. Then I had the stuffed avocado with lobster. So you can't beat it if you love seafood. The lobster dog truck is the place for you to be whenever you can catch them in your location or any location surrounding you. All right, so let me share with you some photos of some tasty food from the Lobster Dog food truck. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a short break, and the Queen will be right back with you.
Another season we leave behind, another story that's got me blind. Got only you on my mind. I couldn't face what I couldn't find. Just need to know I need peace of mind. Where are you now? Even though I won't believe it, the truth is a lie we are healing. Even though words are deceiving, you move on. 'Cause every time I try, yeah, every time I dream, there's always this big part of me wanna believe in what I see. If you can make me smile, if only for a while.
So we came back to the 2 Samuel 7:18, which we talked about earlier when I showed you Smokin Wings and things. And that's one of the scriptures that models his business. And he has them on all of his businesses and on all of his menus. So good shout out to Chef J. Edward on that verse, because it's a very important verse, and I had to pick back up and share this message with you guys because it's a great message. So in King David's prayer, he asked God, why me? You know, a lot of times in rough situations, we ask God, why me? Why do I have to go through this? Why me? That's what we ask God. But on the other hand, with King David, he asked, why me? Why bless me? Why bless my family? He humbled himself, and he knew that he couldn't be anything without God. So that was his questioning to God. So he asked God, why would you bless me? So again, we ask when something happens that we don't like, we ask that question. But do we ask that question when something good happens to us? When we are blessed with something, do we ask God, why me? Or do we feel like we're obligated to have that blessing? You get blessed with a new car. And a lot of times we don't give gratitude to God for blessing us with that new car. We give gratitude to ourselves. But do we ask God, God, why me? Who am I to receive this blessing from you? We don't ask that question. We only ask it when something bad happens. We think that we deserve good things. We think we are obligated to have good things, and we're not. You're not obligated to have anything. We think that we don't deserve for bad things to happen to us. If you're not living your life right and not doing good things, why do you feel like good things are supposed to happen to you? That's called pride. You feel like that something is owed to you, that you're obligated to have this, that people are obligated to give you this, but you're not. And God is not obligated to bless you if you're not living your life according to the way that he wants for you to live it. So what we must do is we must humble ourselves and have a heart like David, because David knew that he couldn't do anything without God, that he could not be anything without God. And King David was an intelligent man, very intelligent man. He won wars, and as they say that he was the greatest king in Israel. He won wars, slaughtered giants. He killed hundreds of men. He couldn't have done any of that. He was a master poet, master musician. He couldn't have done any of that without God, and he knew that. We have to humble ourselves and know that we can't do anything or be anything or nothing without God. So we have to be able to give him the praise and the honor and not feel like he's obligated to bless us. And when he doesn't bless us, we question him. So what we do as people is that we have a sense of entitlement, like we're entitled to have something. So when we go to God and we ask God, we go to him with demands. We go to him asking and demanding for things to be given to us. But are we living according to his word? We have a sense of entitlement that we're supposed to have this, we're supposed to have that. But are you living your word, living against the word or with the word? That's one of the questions that we should ask ourselves. King David asked God, why my family? Why should we be blessed? He was humble. He was very humble. And that's what we must do ourselves, because we act like God's owe us. And when we don't get what we want, we feel like God has let us down. When things don't go our way, we feel like he has let us down. A lot of times it's a lesson. A lot of times we put ourselves through things that we put ourselves through. God didn't put you there. You put yourself there. That wasn't what he meant for you, but you put yourself there. He helps us out of the situations, but a lot of times we feel like we're entitled to have things. We're obligated. God is supposed to bless me. I'm supposed to have this nice car, this nice house, but I'm not living my life according to what I'm supposed to be living it too. God doesn't owe us anything, and he definitely does not owe us an explanation. And if you are a person that thinks that he does, then you are wrong. Let me tell you that right now. What do you think you deserve is a question that I want you to ask yourself. What do you think you deserve? So I thank Chef Jay Edwards for sharing that scripture with us and modeling his business with that scripture. That shows that he is grateful for everything that God has blessed him with. He has several locations up in the upstate area, and that on all of his businesses, 2 Samuel 7:18 is that verse. And basically saying, God, who am I for you to bless me with what you bless me with? I am grateful that you have blessed me with what you're blessing me with. And look what I have done with your blessing. We have to take that, humble ourselves unto God. So I wanted to share that because it was too touchy for me not to dig into 2 Samuel 7:18. And again, Kweenin, living life, and Kweenin, my motto is mind, body, and soul. So I definitely want to always keep you guys educated. Educate your mind, feed your body, and rejuvenate your soul. And that's the only way that we're going to be able to do it, is if we share those things that we see and also give each other the understanding that we need, so that way we can be able to educate our mind. I want to welcome all new restaurants. If there's a tasty choice in all new, if you have any advice on locations that you would like for me to try. Again, I'm a foodie. I love food. I eat any type of food. So you're going to be seeing more episodes of me, myself, and food at different locations, and I'll be sharing my tasty reviews. If you are a person that loves to cook, first off, get you a show on HPTV, Hope and Peace Broadcast Network. You must do that. But if you would like to share an episode, share one of your tasty menus or tasty treats on my episode, please email me at queen.loyalty@gmail.com. Even if you would like to get your show on HPTV, then please email hopeandpeacenetwork@gmail.com. That's hopeandpeacenetwork@gmail.com. If your food is that good that you would like to show it off, and if you are a chef, have some good tasty treats that you would like to show, please get your own show. If you're not there quite yet, you can share one of my episodes of Me, Myself, and Food. I would love to share one of your tasty treats on one of my episodes. So again, you can email me at queen.loyalty@gmail.com. If you're looking for your own show, Hope and Peace Network @gmail.com. So until you see me again, I want to challenge you to educate your mind, feed your body, and rejuvenate your soul. So check back in with me next week, Sunday. I want you to come on back with me and Kween with the Queen.